Welcome to Kingdom Talk with your host and master life coach, Dr. Shalundia Bell. Tune in to get your prescription for kingdom living from the doctor. Join us now.
Hello, everyone, and I would like to welcome each and every one of you all to another episode of Kingdom Talk, where I'm your host, Dr. Shalundia Bell of DrShalundiaBell.com, where I help female kingdom entrepreneurs dominate the marketplace by overcoming procrastination, erasing limiting beliefs, as well as expanding their comfort zone. Well, you guys, today I have an amazing guest all the way from Miramar, Florida. Yes, she is not new to social media. If you are just tuning in, make sure you share your name and your city and state where you're tuning in from so we can give you a shout out right here on Kingdom Talk. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you all for joining. If you get a moment, please go ahead and share this out with your friends and family so they can all get a dose of this prescription for kingdom living this evening. Well, like I said, you guys, I'm not going to hold you long this evening, but I have an amazing guest with me this evening. She's all the way from Miramar, Florida. She's a wife, a mom. She's a life coach. She's also, they call her the push coach. Yes, she likes to push you to your destiny. Yes. So without further ado, I would like to present to some and introduce to other, Rhonda Sheffield. Give it up, y'all, for Rhonda Sheffield.
Hello to everyone out there. To God be the glory, who is first in my life. Like my sister said, I am Rhonda Sheffield. I'm your push coach, and I am just so happy to be here this evening. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Like I said, you're not new to the social media platform.
Yes.
You have several things that we're going to discuss later on in the show that I know that each and every one of you that may be listening this evening may want to partner with her with. So I'm excited, you guys, to have her here on the show with us this evening. Remember to share this out because I don't want y'all to be stubborn with the information we're going to share with y'all this evening. Our tonight's subject is about your divine alignment with your kingdom assignment. That is amazing because I know a lot of times we may get off track sometimes, but we're going to give you some tips and some amazing information on how you can stay focused and stay in alignment with your kingdom assignment. Well, Rhonda Sheffield, I'm glad to have you here this evening, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right in because I know you're excited to give this platform your amazing information that you want to share with them because you are the push coach. When I seen it, I said, oh, come on here, Miss Sheffield up in the house, the push coach. Come on here. She's also an author, you all. So she has written several books. So not only does she have one, but she has several books. And one of the books she written was called the 31 Days of Devotional Daily Prayer book. And she also have another one called Walk Your Talk. Now that was amazing to me. I was like, what? Shut up. Come on here. Walk the talk. That's what I'm talking about. So she has so much information that she would like to share with you all this evening. So I'm just excited to have her here. So go ahead before we get started. I don't want anyone to miss anything. So go ahead and share this out with your friends and family. And as you come on, state your name and where you're tuning in from. Hello there, Pastor Clay. How are you doing this beautiful afternoon all the way from Lafayette, Louisiana? Thank you for joining us this evening. Yes, thank you for sharing and coming in with us this evening. Where you guys, I'm not going to hold you long. I'm going to jump right into it. So one of the questions that I wanted to share with to ask Ms. Sheffield today was, what made you get started in this industry as a push coach? I know we go way back, but I wanted you to share some information with the audience to see what makes you feel like this is something that you was excited to get started in?
Well, it's a funny thing because, I can take this back from growing up, I always been that type of person in life that love people, love to see people win. I always was the cheerleader in the background, and I always was a person that always stood in the back, pushing people forward. I was very protective, over my siblings. I always wanted, them to do right and to be right. And then back then, tell you the truth, I didn't have that mentor growing up because I didn't have that coach, growing up. So as I grown up, and it had to be an inside job for me first. Okay.
Right.
Me first. And then, the Holy Spirit, God, I just started really having passion for people to win, to people to move forward, and I know life happens, but I've learned through the process that when life happens, you don't have to stay there. You can move forward. So really, it was just my growing up for people, the love and passion that I had for people around me, and it wasn't easy because, you can't love everybody because everybody ain't going to love you the way
exactly
you want to be loved, and everybody ain't going to see you win like you want to see other people win. But through the process, that's how I became this push coach, moving not only myself forward, but others as well.
Wow. Now that's amazing, you guys, because that's something that most of us do especially if you're a coach, there's always a thirst and a hunger for you to help others because you see the need that's there and you're like, oh my gosh, like I want to help. You want to just give your all. And most coaches basically start out just giving to the people they knew that's around them because there was a passion and a love that you have for others, and you just give out, you just help, and you just pour into so many people until one day you was told like, okay, this can be a career, and so, but the love of people never went away. You always want to put people first, and that desire and that hunger and thirst after God. It's like, for me, I know myself, it's like part of ministry. It's like, and I know it's the same feels like part of ministry, like you can't get away from it. One time I was like, what? I ain't talking to nobody no more. I'm done. And then God like, well, who said you was done? You ain't done it. I ain't done with you. So how you gonna be with somebody else, right? So it's like you just got to realize, okay, God, like you have an assignment. That's our subject tonight, you guys, is being in a divine alignment with your kingdom assignment. I don't care how you try to run from it. You can try to run from state to state, to country to country. But when God got his hand on you, he got his hand on you, and you cannot get away. Yes. So let me ask you this question too, as far as your the kingdom assignment. When did you decide that you want to make a career? Because I know, like you said, you had a love for people. Well, what made you decide that you want to make this out of a career? Because a lot of times that's a big jump from helping our loved ones and helping people around us, just automatically helping people, right? But now you're helping people and they're compensating you for it. But it's like, how do you separate, or do you even separate the whole process? How do you deal with that?
Well, how did I become actually getting, what was the question? Like,
like you were a certified life coach, right? So you decided to go and get some more education, and to get where you'll be able to be have a platform that's more organized and have everything together. So what made you decide? No, we do it all on our own in the beginning. We just be helping people, we just be freelancing, and then you go ahead and get certified. So what made you decide to do that?
Well, because I knew it was my purpose. Okay. I knew that it was ordained. I knew this is my purpose. I know that it's my passion. I always tell people, love what you do and do what you love. And I love that. And I had to get the training. I had to get, the knowledge, and it's something that's in me. And when you are comfortable in that spirit of what God give you, it's anointed, it's appointed, and why not move forward? Right. So it was something that I knew that it was me. It was my gift. It was my purpose. So it all worked out. I mean, it's nothing but ordained by God. And now I'm here as that board certified life coach, purpose pusher, move myself forward, and I move other people forward. Yes. So
Wow,
it was
that's
just,
amazing. So let
yeah.
me ask you this: how did you develop the name, the push coach? Because that was so amazing. I said, she got the push coach. Come on, the push coach in the house. Because a
Look,
lot of times people, they have a desire, they have a will, but they just need that extra push. That
yeah,
extra push to say, come on, you can do this. You become that biggest shitter, like, you go, you can do this.
yeah,
So what made you decide to say, you know what? I actually do that. I am the push coach.
yeah.
What made
So
you decide that?
that's been, I think I was born with this pushy spirit. And that's the truth. Honestly, I think I was born with this push spirit in a good way. It's just sometimes God give me a vision for one of my clients or someone, and that I can actually see it. And isn't it amazing that I can see something for somebody that's not even there yet? My God, my God. And
Wow.
and being that cheerleader is just so refreshing to me, to push you just to get, so you can have that desire and that passion just as much as I, and I'm just determined. I'm determined to, no matter where we are in life, no matter if it's difficult, no matter if it's an upset, ups, whatever it is,
Right.
I'm just there to move you. And it's just something that I have a passion for. And I just believe I was always born to be that pusher.
Wow, wow. So let me ask you this. So as far as your ministry grows, and as far as you utilizing your skills and your experiences that you utilize to help, go out this whole process where you pushing other people on, you pushing people to say, you know what, I need your help, coach. I need you. Like what can they do? Like, as far as what do you find yourself doing as far as like in the marketplace? Do you deal with just the church setting, or how do you move around in your gift?
Well, how I move around in my gift, like I said, this is the kingdom business,
Right.
and I already gave it to God. So
Right.
I now these days I'll allow God. I don't search. I'll allow God to align me with whoever I need to be aligned with.
Right.
So I know it's it's purpose driven. Put it like that.
Right.
And that's my mindset. So I just continue to walk and align myself with God. And next thing you know, I'm getting clients, I'm getting calls. I left me out the way. I moved me out the way. And see, that's the thing. And being whoever you are, moving yourself out the way and let God be God. My God, my God.
Yes.
And it's also a mindset.
Yes.
So I surrender, not my will, not who I want to be a client, who I think needs the help. Because every time I can see somebody winning or want somebody win, but that don't mean they're there. My God, my God.
Exactly.
So I ask God just to line me up, and that's just to align me to the people that I am purposed to be a blessing to.
Wow. And that's what we're talking about, that divine alignment.
Yes.
Just being in a place and being in position for God to do what he needs to do for you. Because a lot of times we can get distracted with things in life, with family, friends, businesses, jobs, or what have you. But then it's like we kind of push him to the side. We try to push that alignment to the side. And God is positioning you to be on that job. He is positioning you to start that own business. And a lot of times we look like, God, I don't like my boss.
Mm-hmm.
And he looking like, yeah, you there for your boss.
Right.
So it's like just being in divine alignment. A lot of times it does not feel good to be in the position we're in, but just still, because when he got you, when he set you in place, he got you. And that's what we just have to realize: when God set you, he got you. And a lot of times we kind of like when it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to us because we feel like, wow, like, I don't know, God, like, you know what? She don't care for me. I just feel like I'm just always going through here, and that could be in a church setting, that can be on a job, that can be your business, whatever. But sometimes you just feel like you're not being accepted. But when God has set you somewhere and he has placed your feet somewhere, you can't move. I don't care how bad you may want to, but when it's a divine alignment, even if it's an individual, because I know I've had friends and stuff to move on, and we both passed, and we okay. We okay with it, because when you realize sometimes things and relationships are for a season. And knowing that that's for a season, you don't get so attached and get all upset when something tends to move on, when it's time to pivot and it's time for you to move on. But that's by being in that divine alignment when you're like, okay, God, however you want me to do it, whatever way you want me to do it, I'm just going to be obedient. So what do you feel about the obedience scenario when it comes down to being in alignment?
The obedience?
Yes, being obedient. When God tell you to do something, just being obedient when it comes down to divine alignment.
And that's what I was talking, we were talking earlier. I was talking with a friend today and at lunch, and that's where we as Christians mess up in the obedience. Because if we learn to listen, see, a lot of time is not about what God is going to do for us, but it's also about what God is going to line us up to, Jesus. So if you be obedient to his will and his way, it's not about who it is, but where he's going to line you up to. See, we want to see it before you see it. My God. You want to see it before, but he already worked it out. He is the author and the finisher of all things. My God. So that's where we get confused from. So if we learn just to not get caught up on where we're going and just get connected to God, where he's lining us up with, it's all going to work out for our good. So the obedience, is better than sacrifice.
Yes. Because a lot of times obedience does not feel good. It does not feel good.
It's uncomfortable.
Yes.
But if we just align ourselves up to the will of God and be obedient, my God, there's so much blessing in the obedience.
Wow. I'm just thinking of Joseph when he went through with his divine alignment. Like, it seemed like everybody was like, it was like people with his family was trying to give another brother, someone else in the family his assignment. And no, it was like, no, he's not who I'm looking for. He's not who I'm looking for. It was Joseph. It was Joseph's assignment. Joseph had to go through everything he went through because he had a kingdom assignment. It's a difference. It's a difference when you have a kingdom assignment and you are divinely aligned. Because everything that he had gone through, he didn't realize he had to go through all that, but he had to go through it. He had to make them and break them. Come on. He had to make them and break them. And a lot of times we don't want to get made and we definitely don't want to get broken. We definitely don't want to be. But when God says yes and amen, it's yes and amen, and we have to keep it moving. And that's what I love about God. When he set you up on that assignment, I don't care what man may say. When God say yes, it's yes. And a lot of times we don't even understand the protocol and things we have to do. He don't always give us the total big picture, right? We just have to just be obedient. Like, okay, God, if you send me, I'll go. Come on, if you send me, I'll go. And a lot of times we don't even know why we're going or where we're going. We just know like, okay, he told me to go here. He may tell you, call Sister Watermelon. Call Sister Watermelon day and check on Sister Watermelon. And your call, your obedience, because you was obedient to what he told you to do, you was divinely aligned to the assignment that he had you to do at that moment, actually helped and kept Sister Watermelon here. Wow, you don't know what she had going on in her mind. And that's the thing about obedience and just being in alignment with what he had us to do. Because a lot of times we don't feel like doing what he wants us. We want it our flesh. We let our flesh override what God's kingdom assignment has for us. And I'm going to ask you, like, what are some things about you being a pusher and you did a lot with people dealing with their purpose? Give us some tips and some things that you think that you see that works for you as you're dealing with your clients. What are some of those things that are good for us, like being able to walk in that kingdom assignment, or even knowing what your purpose is?
Well, you want some nuggets?
Give us some nuggets. Yes, give us some nuggets.
Well, I say right now to stay in line in your calling. You ever remember? You remember how you go out and you get an oil change? You know, you need an oil change, and you going through you getting your bumper change, you changing the oil, you're doing all of that, right? The thing is, you're lining yourself, you're going to get position. You need an oil change. So I say, you need to keep aligned. You need to get that service. You need to be in line with God. My God. It's just like a car. You just got to go get that alignment. You got to go get that bumper, those tires fixed. And
Yes,
that
you have to be service. You have to get that service.
you got to
A
get
lot
that
of times
service.
we don't want to stay connected to the source. Come on. We
You
don't want
don't
to stay
want to be
connected to the
connected to
source.
the source at all. You see the red light that say check engine, but are you going? Oh, do you wait for the check?
Look over. We keep driving. We keep driving. We look like, oh, I can go a little bit further, but that's your cue. God give us cues all the time. That red light coming on is your
Yes.
cue that you need to go get a service check. And that same thing goes with
Yeah.
us. Sometimes we get out of alignment. Our red light come on, and God is telling us we need to get a service check. Come on, and we don't listen.
Look,
We
and
don't
then one thing, before the light come on, you already know in 23,000 miles, you already know in your mind that you gotta go. But everybody wait for the light to come on.
Come on.
God will always give you a warning. Hey, before destruction.
Come on. Want to come before destruction. Come on.
I just say, know your time. Know your time to be aligned. My God, that's a word. Know your time to be aligned. Know your time to be aligned. And God give it to us. He give it to us. But are you going to wait till that tire get flat? When you know it's time. You see the thread coming out.
Come on.
You want to wait for the red light to come on. And you already know it's 23,000 miles when you need an oil change.
Come on. But we wait for another signal. We wait on the signal for God. Because the first thing we say, I'm waiting on God. Now God is giving you the direction. He's giving you the insight. He's giving you the platform. He's giving you the people in your path. And you still, I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on God. And he looking like, what you waiting on? I done give you everything you need. Why are you waiting on me? I'm waiting on you.
He already gave you the manual.
Thank you. Come on. He's even giving you the signal.
Yes.
But a lot of times we overlook certain signals because it's not coming the way we used to it coming. Because he may switch it up on us. Come on.
Yes.
He may bring it through a different person who was maybe unexpected.
Yes.
Because when we bring it through Sister Watermelon, we bring it through Sister Cantaloupe. Now we look side eye. We looking like, no, he wouldn't. No, he ain't telling her to tell me that.
Yeah.
Because that's not how we used to it coming. And a lot of times with our assignment, it may not come how we want it, and he may not use the people that we feel that he should use to get it to us. But that does not make it so. That does not make it so. You guys, as we're going through this, I hope it's some good information for you all. Please go ahead and share this out with your friends and family. We're streaming from YouTube and Facebook. So if you're on either one of the platforms, please go ahead and share this out. And as you're coming in, go ahead and let us know where you're tuning in from so we can shout you out. All right, Miss Sonia Chess, how you doing? Amen. Amen. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you for tuning in with us this evening. So that's okay. That was one thing. Okay, you said know your time to be aligned. So that was amazing because a lot of times we don't know the time to be aligned. We look over the signals. We look over the things that he's given us to let us know we are in position, and we get out of position because we don't take heed to those things. So what would be something else? What would be another nugget that you would be able to share with us?
Stay aligned. Stay
aligned. Okay.
Stay aligned. And you know, when I say stay aligned, it means a lot of times we know that we're going to get off track.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. This is life. This is life.
That's it.
But as a push coach, I tell people don't stay there.
Come on.
Don't stay there. To move yourself out of it. See, a lot of times that's my clients. I try to talk to them, and we're talking to them. They are stuck on what is now.
Right.
But I say there's always an after. Don't get on. You know how there's a before and there's an after. You on still before, my sister. There's a whole lot of after in front of you.
Come on.
You just get there, if you just focus, if you just pay attention, that's what's in front of you. Just like the rear mirror in a car says, the object is much closer than
here. Come on here. You better shut your mouth and keep on talking. Come on here.
The object is closer. So when you are staying aligned and you are focused on that alignment, that target that you are so into, you will get there. But if you take those eyes off it, then you're not aligned. So you got to stay in line. Yes, you can have a few minutes to the cry. Yes, you got to cry, let it out. But the words say, weeping may endure a night.
But joy.
My God. But joy comes in the morning. So a lot of times we got to keep ourselves and stay in a line, because a lot of times we don't know how to get back to the alignment. My God, my God.
Wow.
To where God is keeping us and keeping our eyes on that object that is so much closer than what it appears. My God, my God.
That's amazing. So we said, know your time to be aligned. And then once you know your time to be aligned, to stay aligned. Now that's amazing, because it is so easy to get sidetracked because things will happen. And that's why I let people know as well, like, don't be just so hard on yourself because you may have gotten sidetracked. Because sometimes we beat ourselves up, like, oh, I messed up. And you know, no, okay, we all mess up. And we all have fallen short. You know, things happen. But don't let the enemy beat you up, because see, God may convict you, but he's not going to keep condemning you like that. That's the trick of the enemy with that condemnation. That's not God. So we let him condemn us, and we get just so frustrated with what's going on in our life. No, you got to pick yourself up. And that's the point of having a Rhonda Sheffield around. Come on here. Come on, they're push coach. They help you pick yourself and keep moving. And it's all when I can tell people, that's one of the things I love when being on alignment with your divine assignment, because you definitely need a support system. Yes, you need a support system. And a lot of people don't realize how important a support system is until you really need one. Yes. Because a lot of times we don't want to pay for that extra help. We want everything for free, you know. But God has placed people in your path to help you, to take you to the next place. And we look over it because we don't want to invest in ourselves.
You just said the magic word.
Come on, invest in ourselves. Come on, that's the thing about it. We have to learn to invest in ourselves, because you're not going to be able to get to the whole process by yourself. Mm-hmm. You may need some help. And that's the good thing about God. He ain't going to leave you. He ain't going to leave you like that. He ain't going to leave you out there on the land bar by yourself. He's going to send people and things in your path to help and assist you. But are you going to be willing to take the task on hand that he's giving you? A lot of times we get left behind or sidetracked because we're not willing to really take that full assignment on. We're not willing to do the things he's telling us to do to take us to the next level. Come on that assignment. Yes. So what would you think? What would be because there was two things you gave us. What would be another thing that you would think there would be a way to know as far as walking in your purpose?
I think, well, the ultimate thing for me and for anyone is the purpose of life is to bring glory to God. This is all about the kingdom.
Right.
About the kingdom. And I believe really if we continue to bring, even in spite of our downtime and even in despite of our losses, whatever the gains, give God the glory. I can't give you nothing else, but I'm going to know no matter what, if I didn't have a good day today, yesterday, or whenever it was, I'm going to give God the glory in the process, because I know that he's going to work it out for our good. Yes, I'm going to cry. Yes, I'm going to be mad for a moment, but I'm not going to stay there, because I'm going to get back in line. See, it's a mindset. So I say in everything, continue whatever it is, give God glory. It's going to work out for your good. You got to trust him through the process. You got to push through the process, and he's not going to take you to something that he ain't going to bring you out. My God, my God. So even though you're walking through the valley of shadows of death, but you just got to give God the glory. You just got to give him glory.
In it. Come on. Why are you
saying glory in it?
Wow.
Let me tell you, these days, when I can tell you this, sis, when I'm having a bad day and I know it ain't working, I tell a lie, I put him under arrest. I said, devil, you a liar. God, you gonna work this out.
That's it.
It's a mindset. It's the mouth. There's power in the mouth.
It get us in trouble.
Yes. So I decided to use this mouth. You heard me. I decided to use this mouth to give him glory. So no matter what we going through, my kings and my queens tonight, just know, give God the glory, and he going to show out. Even though there's weeping at night, but there will be joy in the morning. Trust him. Believe him. So I tell you to continue to give God the glory.
Continue to give God the glory. And I want to also, something else you point out, that you made the decision. Because a lot of times some people can be so indecisive.
Yes.
They're not good at making decisions. And that's where their push coach will come in at, or some type of mentor someone in your life to help and assist you, because it's so easy. Because I know a lot of people, I deal with people all the time, and a lot of people are just not, they're not decision makers. They're very indecisive. And they're like, I don't know what I need to do. You know, make a decision. You got to make a decision to stand fast on whatever God is telling you to do. You got to make a decision, because if you don't make the decision, guess what? Somebody else gonna make that decision for you.
Yes.
And it may not be something that you want. And that's what happens with a lot of people in life. Their family members or their spouses or whoever make decisions for them on their assignment, on their being in alignment. Whoever may be in your life, whoever that authoritative figure may be in your life, we allow them to come in and make those decisions for us, because we're indecisive and we just don't know the plan that God has for us.
Yes.
And now we're out of alignment, and we wonder why things are no longer working for you.
Yes.
They're no longer working for you because you're out of alignment.
Yes.
You're out of alignment.
Yes.
Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Woman of God, I thank God for you for coming on this evening. You gave us 3 nuggets. You said, know your time, know your time to be aligned, stay aligned. And what's that other one you said, the last one?
Give God the glory.
Give God the glory. You got to give him the glory in spite of everything, no matter what it looks like. No matter how good it might get, no matter how bad. Because like I tell people, you're not going to have all good days. It don't work like that. We all have those stormy days. Come on. But when you are in alignment and you know that God got you on assignment, he may shake you a little bit, but you know how to get back up. Come on. I fall down, but you get back up. You have to stand. You have to stand. So that's the main thing, knowing when to stand on God's word. When he tell you yesterday, man, he tell you to go over Sister Waterman and then go call Sister Waterman, or he tell you to go to the job. Come on. You know, I be on walking in the chat because I love me some fruit. Come on now. So you be on Sister Watermelon. Come on. Miss Captain over there. Whoever he's telling you to align yourself up with, we have to stay focused on that, because it's so easy to get distracted. And we have to know that it's time for you to move forward. Be okay with moving forward. And sometimes you may have to let some people go.
Ooh, you just said, I guess I gotta say it.
Say it, sister.
I guess you just said the magic word. You just said sometimes you got to let people go. And that's the problem. And I can tell to those people that don't want to let things go and let people go, if you want to change the flock your flying with, you must change yourself first. My God, my God. So sometimes you're hanging with chickens.
Right.
And guess what? You need to be eagling up. So if you want to change the flock you flying with, you have to change yourself.
Come on.
Because if you're hanging with flocks, you are a flock. But if I want to be with eagles, I got to position myself with eagles.
Come on, you got to put yourself around that thing that you want to be. And that's another thing we mess up at. We listen and we let people feed into our souls, into our spirits, those negative things or those in a place where our loved ones may be. But you need to let someone feed into your spirit on where you want to be.
Yes.
Come on. Sister Watermelon can tell you how to get the Vegas machine. Now been there. Come on. Well, she gonna Google it. You can Google it. You don't need help for that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So just being okay with who you are. Because a lot of times, no, it's okay to be authentic. It's okay to be who you are. As long as you know who you are, you're good. You're good. And letting people go, that's the biggest problem that a lot of people have, because we love what we love and we enjoy what we enjoy. And we don't want to starve our flesh.
Yes.
We don't want to starve their flesh. We want to let that flesh have. That flesh said, no, I like Sister Waterman. You like, I like Sister Waterman. And I just don't want to let her go. I just love her so much. And then God like, then I tell you, let that go.
Yes.
And I tell people all the time, it's best to be obedient, because you don't want him to snatch. Because it's best to be obedient. If he tell you to walk away from it, be obedient and walk away, because guess what? He got something better. Not that that person is bad. It's just that you're trying to go to a different place, and he needs to set something else in position around you. Because a lot of times you can be so full. Your space is full. Can't nothing else fit in. So some things got to be removed. You got to do some spring cleaning in your spirit and in your surroundings. Come on. Sometimes you got to do some spring cleaning. You got to remove some things out your path so he can align you and place you and position you where you need to be. Oh my God, this is so good to my spirit.
Yes, it is.
Because a lot of times we don't want to be in alignment with what God has for us because it's not comfortable.
Yes.
It's not comfortable, so we don't want to let those things go. And we just have to be obedient and say, "You know what, God, I don't even understand it, but I just understand you enough to know, and I trust you enough to know that I know you got me."
Yeah. And you know, the word at the end of the day, the word say, what is it in John 6 and 3 and 35? I am the bread of life.
Yeah. Come on.
Who comes to me shall never hunger. Hey.
Come on.
And he who believes shall not thirst. My God, my God, my God.
Wow.
So if we just learn to align ourselves in God, everything will work out for our good. So whatever you lacking, it's really not the job. It's really not the man. It's really not the wife. It's not the children. It's lining up with him.
Yes. Yes.
He's the one that makes all things great. When you're trying to do everything and not line up with him, that's where the struggle is.
Yes. Because he's that power cord.
Yes.
He's that threefold cord. He's the one that keep it all together.
Yes.
And a lot of times we forget about him. We put him to the side. We want to do it on our own. But he's the third cord. He's that power cord. He's that threefold cord, the one that keeps everything together. He's the one that keeps that marriage together. And a lot of times you don't want to include him in everything. But like I tell you, in every decision I make, I want to include him in it because he knows way better than I know. That's what he knows. He can see way further than I can see. Come on. He knows way more. He's omnipresent. He's there when I'm not there. He can see all and know all. He's all knowing. So why wouldn't I just align myself up with him so he can align me up with my assignment?
Yeah.
We
better go ahead and remove those S's off our shirt and our chest. That's Superman and that's Superwoman.
Come on. We can't do it by ourselves.
We can't do it by
You mess up
people,
you got it.
There's a song that I love, and I continue when a young lady sang it at my church. There's no way I can make it without him.
Wow.
My God, my God. And that's the life that I live.
Wow.
My God.
That's amazing. This has been amazing to me, you guys. I hope you all are enjoying this information here with Rhonda Sheffield. She is the push coach all the way from Miramar, Florida, you guys. She just gave us some amazing tips on how to stay in divine alignment with your kingdom assignment because it's so easy to get distracted and get off course. But there are some things that we just have to realize it may be hardcore. We may not want to do it. It may not feel good or taste good. Come on. Like the people say back in the day, it may not taste good going down, but it's good for you. So a lot of times it may not taste good going down. But when it all said and done, you look back on your life and you look like, oh my God.
Yes.
That's why that happened. Yeah, it happened because he was trying to get you somewhere. Yes. And a lot of times they don't feel good. It don't taste good. But God got us in the midst of it all. He has us. Oh my God. That's amazing. This was great. Ms. Sheffield, I'm glad to have you here. And I want to share some information. Is there any final thoughts before we move on to where everyone will be able to reach out to you? Is there any final thoughts you want to say to everyone?
Well, all I say, the final thoughts that I would like to say to any king and queen is out there that's listening, our replay viewers and all of that, just know that God will never leave you or forsake you. He knows all about it. Trust the process. Continue to move forward and continue to let God use you. And that's the point. Being used is a good thing by God, by God. And just remember, your life is worth living. My God, my God.
Yes. Amazing. Amazing. I hope this was some good information for you all this evening. And I hope that you felt like, you know what, I need to share this with someone because a lot of times we can be kind of selfish. We don't want to, it gets so good too. So I've been on lives and stuff. You're like, oh, it's so good. I don't want to move. I don't want to leave, So you know what? Guess what? They can come back and watch the replay. So right now we are live. And you no longer see that red button up top. That means we are watching the replay. So as you tune in, even for the replay, Bruce, you feel like this is food for your soul, go ahead and share this out even then. And just remember, just let us know where you are and who you are and where you're tuning in from, because God is good. And just because you may have missed a live, that does not mean you may have missed your purpose. You have missed your word for today. So we are glad that you all tuned in. I'm glad to have Miss Sheffield here, the push coach, in with us this evening here on the Kingdom Talk, and we got to have her back again. I
Yes.
really, really enjoyed her here with us this evening, and I know you all have as well. We're not going to keep her any long, but what I will do, I will share her information. If you are in need of a push coach, come on now. If you feel yourself stuck and you need some help and you need somebody, come on, this queen here, Rhonda Sheffield, a push coach, she's going to help you get your life together. And I'm going to share her information with you all right now. This is her website, www.rhondasheffield.com. You can find her, all her information is on there. Basically, anything you want to know about her, everything is on there about her, and also on her social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. It's all under at Rhonda Sheffield. So she's very easy to find across social media, anywhere you may want to find her.
Yes.
Just find her on Facebook and Instagram. You can inbox her if you have a question, or if you may want to begin to start working with her, or what have you, or have a question, just reach out to her on Facebook or Instagram at Rhonda Sheffield, and she'll be more than happy to assist you. So you guys, I'm excited, and I'm glad you all have took time out of your busy schedules today. I want to invite you all here again next Friday. We try to tune in here at Kingdom Talk and give you a prescription for Kingdom Living every Friday at 7:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Facebook and YouTube. We want to make sure that you get that prescription because it's so easy throughout the week. You know, things happen, and it was just amazing when God showed me this like years ago. But then he had me to bring it back because I kind of got lax in it because, like I said, you know, you had to push yourself sometime. And he was like, no, people need to know that because you never know who this word may reach.
Amen.
And so when he allowed me to come back and use this platform, and I just thank God because everybody ended up utilizing the platform after everything happened with the pandemic, because sometimes we consider our assignments to be small.
Yeah.
But God has an assignment for each and every one of you as well. But are you going to be obedient to walk in that power, whatever it may be, big or small? And a lot of times he just want to see, are you going to be obedient in the small things? And a lot of times we fail that test because we think we're going to be way up here, and God is trying to take you on a lower level because he want to see if you're going to be faithful. Come on. Are you going to be faithful in this small thing? Are you going to be faithful and obedient to do what I asked you to do yesterday?
Yes.
Or I got to keep coming to you to keep doing the same thing over and over. So I'm just glad, you guys, that I'm obedient, and Rhonda Sheffield is obedient with us. I pray that each and every one of you all be obedient as well. And if you have any questions, you're free to reach out to either one of us. You can reach out to me here on Facebook as well at Dr. Shalanya Bell. I'm here and available for you, as well as Ms. Sheffield. We're more than happy to help you with any questions or concerns you may have. Well, we're not going to keep you all. We've been here a while this evening. We're not going to hold y'all any longer, but we hope you all have been fed this evening. If you have got the food and the prescription for Kingdom Living. Well, I'm excited again. Until next time, you guys, make sure you tune in next Friday at 7:00 p.m., same time, same place, with another amazing guest. And again, you guys, I just want to give our amazing guest this evening. Yes, give her a hand clap. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm just excited that she took the time out of her schedule. And you, the guests, the viewers, for taking the time out of your schedule this evening as well to tune in to spend time with us this evening. Well, you guys, that's all. We're not going to hold you any longer. I want to thank each and every one of you again. And until next time, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.